We're talking to Con Murphy.
Well, Paul, I suppose when you took the job, it was for days like this, with days like this in mind.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a big job and a big challenge, but it's one enjoying so far, and please God, it'll continue. We're just after arriving in the dressing rooms there now, and the lads are looking forward to getting out and having a go at it.
They relaxed, it's a big occasion.
Yeah, well, we haven't approached it any differently from the first round match with Longford. We treat Laois with the exact same respect as we've treated Longford, and at the end of the day now, the baton is over to the players and it's up to them.
Many of the pundits going into this game are tipping Laois, and I suppose in some respects that suits you.
Well, it's not a case now of suiting either team. It's, you know, pundits look at the matches that have gone, the last matches, and, you know, our performance against Wexford was okay, got us through on the day. Laois' performance was fantastic, so I think that's what a lot of it is based on.
Well, Mick, what's the mood in the camp like coming into this one?
Well, it's pretty good. You know, we're into it anyway. And we had the 15 players that we've selected, they're all free of injuries and they're all looking forward to this one. I suppose when you play Dublin in a Leinster final or play them in any part of the championship, it's always a big one. It was always a big one for Kerry. It's now a big one for Laois, so we're looking forward to it. And I'm just hoping that we'll have a good game of football today. And on the day, whatever team is the best, that's the team is going to win. And I'd say maybe a lucky break or two, I'd say we'll make the decision in this one.
What are the key areas this afternoon, do you think?
Well, I think around the middle of the field, I think there's going to be a great battle. You know, Kieran Whelan seems to be playing well this year, and Ryan is playing very well in the middle with him there, and our two men are playing pretty well. So I think it'll be a great battle in the middle of the field, and I'd say it's whatever team will pick up the most breaks around the middle, that's the team that's going to win.
A lot of Laois people here this afternoon. Are they going to go home happy?
Well, we'll be hoping so. That's what we came here. We came to win. I can assure you not to lose. But we're looking forward to it, and we've put a lot of work into this team since last October. They're a young side, and we're looking forward to a good game of football today.
Do you reckon it's a simple philosophy, but there's nothing wrong with simple philosophy sometimes?
Well, Miko's simple philosophy
is completely wrong.
Yeah, but his simple philosophy of football has worked for 50 years almost. You know, people say, Mick Dwyer, he runs fellas around the pitch, he does the... Wherever he goes, it works. Like, so, you know, I wouldn't be a sort of person who would dismiss his theories because people say there's far more scientific stuff coming along. His teams play good football, they win. And he's done that with Kerry, with Kildare and Laois. So there must be something more to the man. And then you have a most decent man, Paul Caffrey, in charge of Dublin. True and true football man. So it's a great contrast, the old and the new.
Sure, yeah.
And I think this is the first time in Laois that Mick Dwyer has a team built which he wants. A couple of years ago, he had a lot of fellas, there was a bit of indiscipline. They're all gone. It's a whole new team. They're all towing the party line now.
Well, you've been looking at Paul Caffrey's Dublin team.
Better balanced team. We're there, we have the experience now, we're not afraid of the big day. And I think we're all here for a good occasion, and may the best team win.
Kieran Whelan needs
been a shot this. He makes a remarkable recovery from a shoulder injury to take his place in the full back line. It was expected that he would miss the rest of the championship after being stretchered off in the win over Wexford. Darren straightforward for Mick Dwyer after their destruction of Kildare. Colin Begley and Padraig McMahon continue to impress in that half-back line. Kerry-born Billy Sheehan and Barry Brennan once again get the nod in the attack. Bina McDonald is getting fitter with every game. Captain Kevin Fitzpatrick is selected at full forward, even though he needs a groin operation. Tom
really is a tight one. I see Joe's going for Dublin and Cullen for Laois. So I suppose again I'll go for the draw. I mean, they are that.
Billings to his right, looking relaxed, in charge of Dublin for the first five. Who will it be? Laois will attack into the hill in this first half, and Pádraig Clancy trying to get his hands on it with Kieran Whelan there. First touch for Barry Brennan. Now here's Shane Ryan. A good start, all important. Jason Sherlock onto it straight away. Of the Leinster winning side in 2002. Keady with a fist on that. Joe Higgins near it, they can't decide what to do. Mossy Quinn for Dublin. Three players wait inside. Conal Keaney there too. First point is Dublin's. And has he gone into full forward? It's Rooney is marking him. Brogan on the left boot. Hasn't got it. First to Noel Garvin, having a great year for Laois. Just bouncing off Stephen O'Shaughnessy. Conway looking to level it up. Oh, what a fantastic point. That is brilliant. soup.
In the outside of his right foot. Look at the bounce there. Just ploughs into him, Garvin, lets it back out, and there's Conway's. I think it comes in off the post there, yeah, just at the top of it, but it's a great strike.
Tralee man playing in a Leinster final. Barry Brennan's gone inside. Cahill with him. No, couldn't do anything with that. Jao. Tom Kelly with him. A little bit of the post, and it's Mossy Quinn who kicked 8 frees, 2 from play against Wexford. Needs this to start well, and he's got it. Confidently struck from Dublin. Take the free quickly. Jason Sherlock moving already, getting the better of Joe Higgins, certainly in the early exchanges. Jason Sherlock inside to Brian Cullen on the left boot. Normally so reliable, and he's reliable again.
You don't, in fact, you see Jason's pass just at the end to Brian Cullen, but Jason Sherlock made at least a 40-metre run to empty out the corner.
Really, Shane Ryan wasn't tight enough to it. Laois need to settle. Billy Sheehan, Torrid Clancy, Kevin Fitzpatrick, the captain, out in front of Paddy Christie, who hasn't been at his very best this year. Here's Bino. They say he's 85% fit. Will that be enough? Paul Griffin is marking it. Bino McDonald. No. Out in front all the time. Rooney didn't really bother going with it. Brogan pulling the strings. It was too high for Quinn. But it's back with Tomás Quinn of Dublin. That's going to drop short. Tricky one for Byron, but no pressure on him. Making it awkward for themselves. Jason Sherlock is cleaning out Higgins. He's coming back at him. Clancy there. Collie Moran. They say he's due a big game for Dublin. They've got a free. Scored the first point of the match for Dublin. Conal Keeney of Ballyboden St. Enda's. Stole a yard or two on the way in. Out of the hands. He hasn't got it. And it fell kindly for Darren Rooney, the Laois fullback. How costly will that be? Too long. There's some indecision in there. Certainly you look at Byron's pass for Clancy a few minutes ago. He booked Tomás Quinn for 4-1. And Quinn has got it. His confidence is flowing. Taking up where he left off. Joe McQuillan, the referee, and you can see it's going to be a yellow card. Here's Ross Munnelly. Fair shoulder that time from Coleman Goggins. The shape, the half-back line, been pulled all over the place. Quinn for Dublin with Aidan Fennelly. Well, that was better from Fennelly. Ross Munnelly started on the right, now he's over here. Dublin leading 4-1. The full back line are marking up tightly. Brennan leading forward, and now Sherlock is free. Jason Sherlock, chance for Dublin. He's been closed down, still going. Has he got his point? Yes, he has. Jason Sherlock.
This is an excellent score again. I tell you, Darren, the Dublin full forward, not only the contributing, they're absolutely cleaning out the Laois full back line. And
far, Rooney's on a yellow card. Brogan just has far too much pace and skill for him. Came back at him. Here's Moran. Garvin's challenge, Moran on the right boot. It's taken by Fergal opening. And again, they look to go with Higgins and Jason Sherlock, the former basketball man. Sherlock fouled Joe Higgins. So Munnelly. Brennan. And that's better ball into Fitzpatrick. Bina McDonald is ahead of him. Paddy Christie, Conway. Conway going again, looking for his second point. The Hill don't like it. Neither do the Laois fans. So they're saying that's Casey up to Quinn. Just out in front all the time, the forwards. There's Higgins. He's in trouble again with Jason Sherlock. Sherlock from a difficult angle. Hasn't got it, though. That's there. Got away from his man, who was Fitzpatrick. Paddy Christie could be in trouble. Brogan taking too much out of it. Rooney, 16 minutes. That came just 2 minutes in. It was to level up the scores. Barry Brennan now to close the gap. Won't do it. Here's Fitzpatrick now. What sort of options has he got? Munnelly is screaming for it over on the far side. Kieran Whelan back doing the hard defensive work. And Coleman.
Just have a look at it here. No, he got more shoulder and side back. I don't think he got a lot of his head. Don't think so. The one thing I didn't particularly like was the way they're dragging.
Hopes and bids for Laois's second point. They haven't scored in 16 minutes. Conway isn't going to do it with that. Wide now out of the game. Here's Brian Cullen. Kelly coming back strongly at Cullen. He settled himself and he's got his point. That's a great score. Lovely, simple football from Dublin.
Well, this is certainly the point of the game. Cullen goes on a lovely, strong run. He's been followed, but he keeps his concentration and his focus on the goal and swings one over with the right foot from the wrong side for a right.
Padraig McMahon. Ross Munnelly. Oh, and Casey just slipped. He gave up, it seemed. He's coming back at him. Munnelly fouled again. They're giving him some tough. The black card are ticked by referee Joe McQuillan. This has to be Laois' second point. And sound as he tries to block out all the things that are going on. Somebody suggested cotton wool in the ears. Doesn't need it, or maybe he has it in there discreetly. What's more difficult? We'll never know. Brian Cullen. Again, Brogan is out in front of Darren Rooney. Loads of options around. Pater Andrews. Sherlock going up after it. Byron with a strong fist and pull. And they were able to repel Dublin that time. This is Billy Sheehan. Colin Begley.
Be interesting to see what McQuillan does.
Now Brennan up after it. Munnelly there too. Casey. Beaner McDonald. Ross Munnelly. This side suits him. Didn't that time, no. Brogan did so well to get any sort of a hand on that. Rooney seemed favourite to win it. Is Joe Higgins. 5-metre line. J.O. to Collie Moran. Moran and Sherlock have swapped positions, as you'll see. Stephen O'Shaughnessy, the left cornerback, who didn't...
Great score again. I mean, this guy seems this season to be able to do anything. He can even recover.
Been as dominant as Laois would like. Paul Griffith, good cornerback play. A lot of yards away from Rooney. They're going to have to make a change there. Rooney being hammered at the moment by Brogan. Did forward. Didn't look like a legal hand pass at all. Just seemed to throw it. Here's Brogan around the corner. White. Jason Sherlock. J.O. for Dublin, looking for another one. And it's another wide, and while Dublin are so on top, they've replayed against Westmeath in the replayed final way. Kieran Whelan fancies a point, drills it. Tailed wide, just the blue of Dublin, not the blue and white of Laois. Billy Sheehan, just 2 points Laois have to show for their effort so far in this Leinster final. Garvin is clean through. Chris Conway is free. Goal on here. Conway! Great stop. Foul. Colin Begley certainly seemed to push him. The signs from a Dublin point of view are positive at the moment. 5 minutes to half-time. Again, the marking isn't great. Munnelly's in there. It's wide. It's gone wide so far. They switch it over here to Collie Moran. Torrick Clancy is marking him. Moran. Quinn will try and keep it in. Did well to get any sort of a contact, and Jason Sherlock was inside the ball. Here's Munnelly. They've had a couple of goal chances though, but haven't converted. And Paul Casey in the right. Torrick Clancy. Shane Ryan for company. Switches it all the way across here. Conway making up the ground and will get it, and he's got Padraig McMahon up there with him. Donny Brennan too to McMahon's left. McMahon used to be a forward. Maybe that's why he's now a back. So we understand at the end of what's been a very good first half for Dublin. Quinn making the angle for himself. He's put it wide though. Jason Sherlock taking it ahead of Aidan Fennelly. Garvin is there too, free in. 2 attempts on goal from place balls. Hasn't been so good in open play. This for a 6-point lead. Looking anxiously at it. Oh. Ball still in play. Alan Brogan, Dublin finishing on a high. Brogan looking for alternatives, blocked down by Rooney, kept from going. Rossi Quinn hasn't got that one either. That's a long way wide. A very good first half for Dublin, but they really should be leading by more than 5. Laois haven't turned up yet. 2 points from Chris Conway, one after the second minute, one after the Mahon. Second half underway. It's Dublin by 5 in the 2005 Leinster Senior Football Final. Laois already won the minor decider. Another minor title for them. Munnelly, will he be the man to spark the Laois forwards to life? 2 points, both scored by Chris Conway. One a free, one a place ball. That was Kevin Fitzpatrick in trouble. Barry Cahill there, Fitzpatrick. How's he proposed to pick the ball up? The referee in the country can do that. Here's Donny Brennan. They need this point badly, Laois. Have they got it? Yes, they have. First point of the second half. And they only trail by 4. Brennan.
Well, he's done well. I mean, it's a quick pass out, flashed out, and this is what Brendan's good at, creating space in minutes' time when there's a lot of traffic around him and swings the left on it.
Patrick. The Laois fans say he's due a goal. Ross Munnelly. Difficult bounce, Tony Brennan with Stephen O'Shaughnessy. Taken by, they use the width of the massive pitch here at Croke Park. Ross Munnelly. Bino's inside, Munnelly on the right boot. Well, it's not just for standing on, it's 2 in a row. And you can see what that means to their thousands of fans amongst the 81,000 here.
Well, this is the best score of the day for Laois for sure, and all made by Ross Munnelly, one of the few forwards who was willing to make those runs. Pull back.
Taken out of the game, Brogan for Dublin. Garvin comes to meet him, high challenge. Brogan with the fist. Well, the chance gone for the moment. Aidan Fennelly. Connell trying to get hands to it. Here's Quinn. Collie Moran. Should be in the half-back. Dublin crowded out of it, but Clancy. A free in. Now this will be very interesting. The Dublin free takers, Quinn and Keeney, had a rough time. We don't need it from either side. Will it affect the corner forward? Yes. Mr. McMahon. This is Billy Sheehan. Ross Munnelly. Padraig Clancy. Clancy driving at Dublin right through the middle. Clancy, can he keep going? Well, Pater Andrews took it.
I mean, he was just chasing a dead ball, and really the free should have possibly have gone out the other way.
Ross Munnelly really scored the point of the game from a Laois perspective a couple of minutes ago. Very easy chance for a free taker of his calibre in that close, and now Laois are close, just 2 points back. It's Billy Sheehan. They're getting this running game going. That was a high challenge from Moran. Referee lets it go. Munnelly, that's a foul by Keeney. Free in the next couple of minutes. Dublin player in front of Chris Conway, never back the required yardage. Will it put Conway off? Shouldn't really from this range. Well. So Sheehan, 2 to Sheehan's left. Noel Garvin. Padraig Clancy out of picture, is down injured, looks in trouble. Munnelly back into Garvin. There's a big hole in the Dublin full back line. They're level. They are level. That was deflected over. 5 in a row. And now it's Dublin's turn to be in trouble. Padraig Clancy will need force.
And what a great effort to block it, but just the sheer power of Garvin's drive.
Chris Conway. Casey had to pull out of that. Now they're playing with width. Here's Donny Brennan. Stephen O'Shaughnessy with him. Brennan staying calm and ghosting past O'Shaughnessy. Brennan has caught that beautifully. Is it the lead score? No, it's not. Put it wide.
Drifted to the right. I'm just looking at Ross Munnelly here there off camera, and he's finding it very hard to recover from that belt.
Shane Ryan, easy take for the Naomh Marnogue man. Collie Moran. Senan Connell there, the Laois half-back just sweeping up behind. I think Laois would have rather the free. Munnelly is still struggling. Shane Ryan. Advantage played. Kieran Whelan. Senan Connell completely losing concentration. It was Joe Higgins who should have been closest to him. Brogan trying to find a way around. Brian Cullen, left boot. Oh, he's got that. That's a beautiful point. Good response. It's the first in the second half. After
swung it brilliantly over the bar, and a crucial time for Dublin.
Stemming the tide of. Now here's Munnelly. Kelly is free. Raiding forward, Tom Kelly takes the hit from O'Shaughnessy. Kelly. Wide. Tozer, and he stayed calm under pressure. Sheehan. Munnelly is moving better now. They're pouring forward. Sheehan took a big hit from Collie Moran. Donny Brennan. Munnelly getting free inside. Where is the Dublin half-back line? Completely free. It's the midfielder, Noel Garvin. Steadies himself. He has to score, and does. Level again. Well, who is it? I think it's
by Tony Brennan. You know, I thought he was going to shoot from a bit too far out for him. Looks up, spots Garvin. You know, Garvin's on his own. There, if you going
to put it straight back at them, marked up. The fresh man in for Laois. Can they get in front? No, they can't. Munnelly. Super. Rooney standing behind him. Alan Brogan. Kieran Whelan on the left boot. Whelan. Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely superb. But
yeah, it's becoming a shootout now. You know, it's every team up the field and getting their chances, putting them over. It's making up now for a real
tight against Wexford. Oh, and it's come to Jason Sherlock. J.O. Great block down by Higgins. Might still come for Brogan. It is Brogan. Alan Brogan. How did he manage to dig that out? Two in a...
Great block, but look how quick Brogan reacts. Comes back in under, ducks in under the head, onto his left, standing position, swings over the bar. This is great stuff.
Sort of a miracle he's here after in on top of Fitzpatrick. Barry Cahill. Forward. McMahon trying to mark it. Casey lets it off to Cullen. Gets it on the right boot this time. Brian Cullen, that's the goalkeeper. Surely! Oh, brilliant! Jason Sherlock never gave up. Got there in front.
Well, I mean, you think he's got Cullen is going to put this over, but look at the basketball coming out here in J.O. Excellent hang time, gets the top of his fist to it.
Here's Ross Munnelly. They need a score just to stop that Dublin wave down the other end, and they've got a free. Played on the ground by Stephen. The 3 points in arrears. After 56 minutes, Munnelly 1 from 1 with the freeze. Familiar routine before it, and he sent it over. They're only 2 back. But no pressure on him at all. This is Mark Dunn. Billy Sheehan. Chris Conway. Conway out to Donny Brennan. O'Shaughnessy with him. Brennan still in possession. Dublin are marking up their men, but Brennan, will he have the skill to go himself? But they got it free to Sheehan. Sheehan has Conway completely free over here. They go back to Clancy. It's going to drop short, or will it? Cluxton got a hand to it. Munnelly chasing in. Still there for Laois. They're queuing up for it. Munnelly. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
That is absolutely winged around with his left and straight over the bar. Fantastic score. Look at it here. He gets it over to his left so quickly. You're so right. That is one of the scores of the game. Real serious forward play.
Donny Brennan free. O'Shaughnessy taken out of the game. Brennan around the corner. Donny Brennan for Laois. Amazing. 3 points in a row. Dublin were leading 11-8 about 3 minutes ago.
And this comes from a really poor Cluxton kick-out that he slices. Munnelly gets it, swings it across to Donny. Donny.
With Joe Higgins, he just has the ability to go around him, but he's come back inside. Help from Senan Connell. Connell chipping it in. Byron takes it. Possibilities for Laois. Can they get in front? Ross Munnelly for Laois. One way, then the other with the fist. It's over. And Laois lead by 12 points to 11. It's the first time that they've led in this Leinster final.
Well, look at the little soccer chip from Donny Brennan, flicks it into Munnelly. Munnelly could be thinking of a goal here, perhaps. Comes back and fists it. Big question now for Dublin, Dara. They're behind by 1. What the reaction is going to be.
Unbelievable stuff. 12-11. And he certainly did stay calm under pressure. Stradbally, Donny Brennan. Mark Dunn wants it inside. There are many options. Here's Kevin Fitzpatrick, good target man out in front of Cahill. Can they make it a 2-point game? Chris Conway. Amazing, amazing.
Point lead. You watch it here. Fitzpatrick dumps it out to him. That's a great shot right between the posts.
13 points to 11 to leave this team. He gave them an ultimatum. He wanted at least this Leinster trophy, the Jack Delaney Cup, which they surrendered last year. Can Dublin stop them from getting both hands on it? Kieran Whelan. The wides continue at the crucial time from Byron Keeney. Laois taking 13 out of their 24 chances. Dublin only 11 from 26. They're 2 points behind. Here's Collie Moran. Moran turns back in. They're not out of this yet by any means, Dublin.
Point I was trying to make there in the last play, where Moran comes up and takes the easier one, just a handy one, cuts back inside and flicks it over. Back.
Fitzpatrick starting to cause real problems in there, but Dublin did well. That was Stephen. That's not a good ball. They weren't accurate that time. No, in front of Stephen O'Shaughnessy. He's been really good since coming on. I think elimination. Begley for Laois, and it's Brennan again. They're pouring forward players inside. Munnelly. Collie Moran with him. There's no foul, says the referee.
For Laois today. He's covered every blade. He's tackled, he's looked for breaks. He's
a long way to get to that. Brian Cullen. They're a point behind Dublin, and they've got a free in to make it 13 apiece. We've been level 3 times. We're in the last minute of normal time. Mossy Quinn for Dublin. He's put it over. And draw game again, 13 points apiece. They look big.
I mean, he's missed his last few. It's squeaky bum time, and look what he does. Into the hill, over the bar.
Today, great block down, but it's come to Conal Keeney. He's gone around Tom Kelly. A lot of tired bodies out there. Whelan on the right boot. Wide. Back helping out of the full back line. Jason Sherlock. Brogan trying to get free. J.O. trying to be the hero again for Dublin. Munnelly is the hero for Laois. Did that go out over the line? It's out now, and it's a 45 according to the umpire.
That is absolutely correct. We had the same situation. Good hit as the defender's coming up. The forward's quite entitled to do it. We'll just see it here. Small man has it. Boom. That's 45.
Two men on the line either side of Fergal Byron. This to put Dublin in front. They looked out of it a few minutes ago. He's got it. Dublin lead by 14 points to 13. The hit.
Oh, this is great. I mean, you have to take your...
The boos are ridiculous. We've had it from both sides today. For 14 apiece. Ross Munnelly had Garvin outside him. Munnelly sends it on its way. It's wide. He's put it wide. They will surely have one more chance. Colin Begley. Munnelly's inside. Munnelly couldn't hang on to it. O'Shaughnessy. Paul close. Kelly. It's a shot to nothing from Kelly. He's put it wide. Surely that's it. And surely it's Leinster title number 45 for Paul Caffrey's Dublin in his first year at home, and a safe pair of hands. It's over. Dublin are Leinster champions for 2005. An absolute cliffhanger. And where at the moment is Mossy Quinn from St. Vincent's on the north side of Dublin.